So let's talk a little bit more about the rigidity of the classical world. Now, it's mobbed up. It is. Anybody who knows anything about the Curtis school will know what I'm talking about. But even more than that, you are a performing seal. You're dressed up in a tuxedo, and you are told what to do. Depute, delegation. Depute means to delegate an assignment for which you're responsible. So, and then it's all about the ego for the most part. And most classical pianists, they don't last long. You see exceptions to the rule, Horwitz, Murray Pariah, so on and so forth, but others tire of the life quickly. I've got a friend of mine, Constantine Rebellion, who was a Columbia artist and performed around the world. He's now the conductor of the Moscow Chamber Orchestra, a very talented, incredible musician. But at any rate, going back to the confinements of the classical world, it's something I wanted to avoid. That's why I make my own music. Take a look at even in the pop world, you see these malignant narcissist personalities that always need to be on stage, the Lady Gagas and the Madonnas, and I guess they love it. But people like David Bowie, he understood the business, and he had enough money that he took his time. He was leisurely, and when he came out with his last album, it was a masterpiece. And I guess if you look at his career, he ended up a happily married guy, and one of the best songwriters of the 20th and early part of 21st century. Died in February 2015. You look at people like the Rolling Stones. They tour to promote an album. That's how it is in the business. And a lot of performers, they end up hating it. They do, unless you've got this narcopathic personality where you're attracted to the limelight. Houdini, he was one who just couldn't stop, and you see it with other ones, with a lot of stars. They never get sick of the limelight. They never do. Someone like Paul Newman was brilliant because he had his career, and then launch into food products, and seemed like a very decent guy. Had a very stable marriage to Joanne Woodward for many years, and that you really have to respect too when you see stability. I respect that. I do. And look, I know what I'm talking about because from 92 to 2008, I produced show after show after show with bands and walk around entertainment and memes and a lot of classical music, trios, quartets, ensemble orchestras, up to 15 pieces. I worked a lot with the California stable of classical artists, and there are some great ones, absolutely. But I was an agent, so I would have to make sure that pre-production was set up, and pretty much first one in the door and last one to leave. Booked a lot of bands too. It was fun. There were great moments. There were wonderful moments, but for me, as you all know, I'm camera shy, and that's the way it is. I don't like crowds, so, and I'm not alone. There's many of us who make music in the dark.